Normally, I'd be terrified if I knew we had a professional HR representative in the KROQ studios. Well, you were.
I'm so, yeah.
Leslie Liao is with us now, but we'll be at the Irvine Improv August 22nd through the 24th. And Allie, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone where they can find her on her socials?
Look, they were teasing me because they were like, why don't you share Leslie's Instagram handle? And I was like, I'm not going to.
Please do.
I'm not going to do
She's
it.
telling you to do it, Allie.
No, I'm not going to.
Share her
she can
socials.
share her own Instagram
Do you guys
handle.
want to say it together? What does it say? Just read it. Just,
Read it, Allie.
All you're doing is
you
reading.
got the paper
You're
in front
just
of you.
reading.
It's her social. She picked the name.
All right, since she gave me permission, Leslie Liao.
Yeah!
Cancel Allie.
No,
Cancel her.
I forbid her to be canceled.
Thank
It's not
you.
allowed.
Thank you,
I'll
Leslie.
protect you.
We're going to talk comedy in a moment, and then, of course, you actually we're going to listen to some of our very own HR violations that we've had on this show, because I want to get a sense of, as someone who is trained in HR, how much we are technically in violation. But when you were at Netflix, you had to hear legitimate complaints that people had about coworkers, right?
It was a... Okay, so I'm not trained. I'll be very... I want everyone to know.
Yeah, but you were like giving presentations and doing whole ass, like you were HR.
Yeah, like so I wasn't your typical HR lady. Netflix is such a huge company that my job was technically in HR, but it was like more like a hiring and staffing position that's like very hard to explain. But I heard people complain, but you can't you got to stay professional. Like, you can't gossip about anything, which is very, very hard. But I really, and I joke about this, like the whole day job thing, I kind of like pretended to be a normal employee.
You're like acting.
I'm acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said words that you're supposed to say.
Like I'll ping
like
you.
synergy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'll
Big
just
one.
ping someone's synergy.
Yeah, well,
like good synergy.
Right.
You're crushing it with the synergy today.
We'll unpack that later, or like all those dumb things people say.
Under
or,
the umbrella of, that's a good one.
Period, full stop.
Oh, that's a good one.
A full stop thing they like to say a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Like brass tacks. Full
Yeah.
stop.
Full stop.
We need to scale.
Well,
If we're not focusing on scale.
I'm going to loop you in.
We'll circle back to that later.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just became a corporate drone, and I liked a lot of it, but it was I can't say that I'm like a classic HR lady, but
But how did you get into doing comedy? Because you were still working a 9-to-5 job at doing HR at Netflix, but then you were doing the open mic circuit at night, which must have been pretty draining.
That's exactly what I did. So it was HR office job all day, and then mics every night. And honestly, like if you do stand up, we talked about this just now. It's either like you hate yourself or you love it so much that you just do it. And people ask me that all the time, like, how did you have the full-time day job and do stand up at night? But I have the same how did you do that question to any parent with a job.
Yeah.
Right.
We just go, well, we just cry at night.
323.
Same.
323 is asking on the text line that isn't it an HR violation that you have a voice that sounds so hot?
Oh.
Oh, 323. It is. It's hot. Is the first time I've heard that. I know my voice is. It has a register. It's.
I feel you on that.
No, but you kind of but you kind of have the FB voice in the fact that even when you're speaking in regular conversation, you have it's almost a sultry tone to it, like you're doing the phone sex or something.
It doesn't help my job. Like if I'm trying to scold someone,
Right.
I'm like, "You've been bad this week." Like
That's what I was telling everyone made fun of me on the show because whenever my wife yells at my dog, she's like, "You bad boy, you're such a bad boy," and I get like all turned on by it, and I'm like trying to get my dog in trouble, so she'll yell at him because I get turned on by it. But now you understand why.
Yeah. As a lesbian, I know one of the things that you have talked about in your stand-up is that you're perpetually single, but you can't believe you're straight. Now, have you really gone down the gay path? Have you really given it a shot? And this is my chance to convert you.
I haven't, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Like it bums me out.
But would you be opposed to going on a date with a girl if she was super into you, just to try it out?
My boyfriend wouldn't love that.
Oh.
Actually, he might. Actually, no, I spoke too soon.
I feel like your
He would
boyfriend
love
would
it.
Try
probably.
it. Let's see what happens. I'm so straight. It's upsetting. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. Yeah, I'm very, very straight. But if I was single, I wouldn't be opposed to it because I am open-minded and like just see. But I don't know why straight men do it for me. It's shocking.
I'm always so interested in people who hate the fact that they're straight.
And there's a lot of us.
And there
I
are a
think.
lot of women who hate the fact that they're straight.
You know-
And they've tried, but they can't.
Well, that's because us guys are, for the most part, terrible. And so, as a result, you go, wouldn't it be so much easier if I could just live? But then I hear about Allie's marriage. It doesn't sound great. So, there's a lot going on
I
there.
mean, whose is? There's
Right.
a lot. Everyone has.
There's
you
a lot
know.
going
Leslie
on.
Liao is in our studio now. Once again, Irvine Improv, the 22nd through the 24th. But you are a local girl, grew up here in Southern California. And not only, but I've just found out, actually, a big KROQ fan as well. You were, what, emo, goth? What was your phase you were in high school?
I was raised on Kevin and Bean. I
Nice.
loved Taking Back Sunday, Brand New, Glassjaw. To this day, when I drive to a comedy show, I only listen to Rage Against the Machine.
Nice.
But
Wow.
I did I got hardcore, but I did have the emo phase, and I did the whole Hot Topic MySpace side bangs, pink streak in my bangs, that whole thing.
And lots of eyeliner.
That's still very at Hot Topic. That is still the look. That has not that has not changed at all in
Yeah.
many
But
years.
Omar, he had long years with Kevin and Bean, and you were wearing mascara during those years, weren't you, Omar?
Just towards the beginning of Kevin Bean, yeah. But then they mocked me so much on that show that I stopped it really quick.
Yeah. So that's and once again, the mocking here is the lifeblood, probably of any morning radio. But around here specifically, we do a lot of things that I think could be considered HR violations. And even though you claim you're not professional HR, you learned enough things that
You would notice a red flag if it came across.
I'm a good amateur HR.
We've all voiced some concerns we have about this working environment, and then we've altered our voices so you will not know who is issuing which concern, and we would like you to declare how big of violations
What's
these
the
are.
worst
Okay.
one?
So here, I'll just play this one for you. This is from someone on the show, and we've changed the voice so you won't know who it is, but this is an actual legitimate concern about something that happened.
Sometimes when I'm reporting the news, I have to quote somebody that said something really messed up, and then these assholes will take that quote, play it out of context, and make it seem like I'm the one that said it, and make me look incredibly sexist and racist. I love women. I do think they should be coaching sports. They're perfectly able to, and I have great respect for the Latino community, though I do make white people tacos.
There. Okay.
So, all right, we're not going to say who made that statement, but that is someone that is upset because occasionally when they do say things, we play them out of context.
Women should not be coaching because they are less physically strong and unable to judge what athletes should be doing. Right. And I said that because some a-hole guy was saying that, and I was just quoting him, and then, of course, now I'm a sexist.
Is that an HR? Pull that clip of Ali saying I'm a sexist.
Yeah, damn it!
Can you play the clip again just so I can make sure I know what she's saying?
sure.
I want.
Women should not be coaching because they are less physically strong and unable to judge what athletes should be doing.
So obviously Ali is
Please
very
don't play
sexist.
any other ones.
And my little girls cry every time they listen to this show.
Because you played for them every night before they go to
play for
bed.
them every
You say,
night.
"This is Auntie Ali. This is what she thinks
Yeah,
of
This is
you."
what she
Exactly.
thinks about you. So, all right, that's one complaint. I don't know. Is that a serious complaint or not? Omar, is there anything else Ali said that we should
Omar,
play
you don't need to play
for
more
our guest?
stuff.
No, I'm not going to do that to Allie.
All
sorry.
right.
Thank you. Wow. Look at that.
I'm gonna say it's not a violation because it's so funny.
Oh.
And
see?
workplace needs to have a positive environment of laughter and joy. And if you take that from your employees, they will not come to the office.
Yeah, it's workplace culture.
So it's a culture thing. So
Right.
unfortunately, your feelings don't matter in this situation.
Right.
Only in this situation. Because does it bring everyone else joy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
I
I'm going to
think so.
say no violation.
Okay. Now she says it.
By the way, I hate Hispanic people. See, that's not a good example either.
Ali, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I saw you play the button on that like it was an air horn. Like you couldn't wait to play. You need to play that every 20 seconds on the show.
The problem is that whenever we do, we have like most people laugh and they go, ha, 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 this is so funny. And then you get one person that's like, I just listened to the radio for the first time in a while and I heard this woman say the most hateful thing
And it's
ever.
so disgusting.
I
And
think it is extremely rude, disrespectful, and hurtful.
We get
You get
like
calls
complaint
like that.
calls like that about people that hear the out of context stuff and they go, and we sometimes spend hours putting the words back together to make them really out of context and hurtful.
oh, goddamn.
Now, here's
We
the
should
next-
do a section where the callers can call and talk to you all directly
Oh.
instead of leaving a message.
There, we have open phones now at 800-520-1067. Believe it or not.
Do a hate line.
Here's another HR violation from someone on the show that they would like to bring up.
It bothers me how Klein keeps looking at my breast with his mouth agape and almost drooling. It made me put my naked body on the side of my car for over 2 months, and it contributed to the eventual breakup with my girlfriend who hated it every day. They make fun of my condition where occasionally I uncontrollably shit my pants. It's not funny. It's a disability.
Okay.
I came up with a cool nickname like the audio sniper, and at first they made fun of it before they eventually gave it to Omar. That's my word. That's my intellectual property.
All right,
So-
there's a lot to explain here.
A lot of unpacking and synergies there. But
No idea who that could be.
that is someone on the show that's upset that we forced him to put his own naked body on his own car.
Well, first of all, Jake has a beautiful set of breasts. He just happens to have.
Jake, bring him in here, please.
Yeah, please, Jake. Will you show Leslie?
I need a point of reference.
Show her your moobs, Jake.
I need
Can
some. I need some.
They're not
context.
even moobs. They are breasts.
Yeah, Jake, show her. And
You know what's gonna make me mad? They're probably nicer than mine.
They are.
They're great.
I'm furious already.
They're the best rack. Jake, look at this rack. Hold on.
I didn't notice that.
How good is his rack?
Wait, what's your secret?
I just do push-ups.
I thought she was about to say, "What's your C cup?" I thought that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's a good line right
So
there.
then,
They're so perky.
Separately, we did a car wrap on Jake's car, but we used an image of him nearly nude on the side of the car. Which
Is that
was,
an HR violation?
Did it bring him positive attention? Did he get fans? Did he
No.
get?
His girlfriend left him because of it.
That is not.
That is
Stop.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Stop.
they are not together anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna say no violation.
Okay,
Because
no violation.
if you're going to leave him for something funny like that, maybe it wasn't meant to be. And
That's
maybe
true.
you helped him get out of a relationship at the right time. So now he can explore someone who will appreciate his perky breasts.
Yeah, it feels great.
Chris, you're on KROQ this morning. We got Leslie Liao in our studio, and we'll be at the Irvine Improv telling jokes, slinging them jokes, August 22nd through the 24th. And we'll put up the links for all the tickets and stuff on the socials. And once again, Allie, her socials, if people want to follow her directly.
God. Leslie Liao.
There you go. Yes. Say it and smile.
Chris.
Play that out of context as well.
Oh, you better believe
please.
I will. You better believe I will.
Who's that Asian comic?
Chris, go ahead. What's up?
So, like, I had a question. Like, I'm Hispanic. I'm straight, like, Hispanic from Santa Ana. And, like, I want to know, Allie, why you hate us?
Okay, I don't actually.
Answer the question.
hate you at all.
So sorry.
Answer the question.
Damn.
Klein Alley.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show on a Friday morning. Leslie
a class
Liao.
president.
I can't believe it. Leslie Liao was in our studio now, and comedians you think are usually people that could not perform in school, could not do well in school, so they're like, I had nothing else to do to make money. I'll just stand up on stage and hopefully tell jokes. 4.0 student, which is always mind blowing because you really probably could have done anything, and then you go to HR, Netflix, and now you're doing stand-up, and she'll be at the Irvine Improv for some shows August 22nd through the 24th, also in our studio now to hear some of our HR violations that have taken place on the show. But more importantly and most importantly, grew up KROQ fan through and through. And she said now, because she was forced to come in here this morning, that she will listen to this show moving forward if she's ever up during this ungodly hour ever again, right?
And it feels like you guys do need HR. So if my comedy career doesn't work out,
Great.
Oh, yeah.
can I just be HR here?
You always have a job here.
We would have very busy. Here's another complaint. We've all anonymously recorded what we believe to be HR violations to get an actual opinion from. So how long were you doing HR at Netflix?
6 years.
Oh, my God.
I know.
So much synergy.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot of
much
synergy. I synergized the whole place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I left. I said, my job is done. I fixed it.
Do you still get the free Netflix password, or did they shut that
good
down?
question.
They did not give us a free, like as an employee.
Yeah, like do you get like a password or you got to pay?
We got to pay.
What?
Really?
Yeah, people are shocked at that because it's the first thing you think of. Like, oh,
What's
don't
the
they give you free
perk?
Netflix? But so I wasn't upset at that because we have so many other perks. Like you get paid well, you get lunch.
Oh.
Man.
Like I'd rather have lunch
Samesies.
every day than have the
I agree.
free Netflix
course.
monthly.
Yeah, that
I-
definitely works out to more financially
Yeah,
savings.
And I took a lot of food.
Good for you.
So
Yeah.
it's just like one of those open courtyards where it's just anything you want.
It's a buffet for lunch every day,
Oh.
but I would put like lasagna in my pockets and bring it home for dinner.
So
Like,
when you did verified stand up, was it weird like working on that with Netflix, which was also your former employer, but now is technically a new employer for a completely different job?
It was so weird because I was an employee at Netflix when I filmed that Netflix segment thing. It's special, I guess, but it's like a short set. So I had to ask my boss for time off
to go do that,
to go film a Netflix special. And she looked at me. She's so amazing. She's like a fan, and she looked at me cross-eyed. She's like, I guess that's okay. And then she was like, I was like, maybe we should ask someone if I'm allowed to do this.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's a conflict of interest, but I'm like, I genuinely like separately got this stand-up thing. They didn't book me on this because I'm good at HR.
Right.
So like, and we had to like ask people
right.
if it was okay.
Because it had never really, that's a problem they hadn't encountered
There's
before.
no handbook thing for that, but it was weird.
Well, I believe that Matt Rife and Joe Coy used to do HR Netflix as well.
That's the path.
Yeah, that's the path.
I advise
Everyone
any young
knows.
comic out there,
start doing HR.
Start HR now.
It's a great way to work into comedy and get a special.
Perfect game.
Here is a violation that someone believes happens here. Let's take a listen. It's been recorded anonymously, so you won't know which one of us has this complaint.
Sometimes when I'm trying to talk to female callers, Omar will take clips of me saying sexual things and make it sound like I'm sexually harassing them on the phone. And he'll play clips also from another time, like 20 years ago. And I don't feel that way anymore. And makes me look like a weird pervert.
So I don't know whose complaint that is.
That was yours. And Omar, do you want to just clarify for Leslie some of the clips that you're talking about?
I'd like to smell this guy's penis.
It's very much in context.
There's no way I could be ready for that.
That's an everyday Monday for Klein right there.
Let's move on.
Which guy?
I don't know.
And what did it smell
I
like?
love dick. That's totally out of context.
Play one of the.
Spread it.
What about
Shut up. Shut up,
What
Klein.
about some of F and Kevin's DJ?
No,
days?
Kevin, let me find.
We don't
some
need
F and
that.
Kevin
She
here.
understands the point.
No, actually, you know what? I don't understand it. I'm a little confused. Can you play just one more? I'm not sure what's happening.
This is when Klein was started being a DJ. This is when you were doing some stuff in New York.
Okay, is this an HR violation that what he's doing now?
I am going to say,
Oh.
because of what you are doing to Ali,
yes.
No, it is
Here it is.
not
Here,
a
check this.
violation.
This is one of his best here.
This Thursday night, it's the Women's Oil Wrestling Federation at the Bridge Street Music Hall.
That's a commercial.
You did hear me correctly. Hot chicks in oil. The hottest chicks wrestling.
Turn it off. Turn it off. It's too much.
And did I mention women in oil?
Okay, all right, great.
Will you guys text those to me,
Yes.
please? I'm going to make
It
them
can
my
be a
ringtone.
ringtone, yes.
Thank you.
And did I mention oil?
Here is the next.
Again, that was oil.
This is.
Bring me a hoe too, and
Shut
your
up.
tickets are yours.
No one's bringing anyone any hoes around here. Someone has this complaint for HR.
I don't do coke. That's all I gotta say.
Someone on the show is accused of doing a lot of cocaine because they're from Colombia, but they don't do coke, and they want.
Yes. Who? Okay, well, me. I need that joke to stop. It's a terrible joke.
All right. Well, we got to the bottom of that riddle. All right.
Also, you keep saying these are anonymous, but everyone is very much
saying
admitting to
who
who
they
they
are.
are.
All right. This is the next one. Okay, hold on. This is the next one.
I have so many dildos. I collect dildos all the time, but it's like they won't stop talking about all the dildos I have, and it's like, oh my gosh, just let me live. I love dildos so much, but we don't have to make conversation about it.
all right.
And they always make fun of my accent, but like I don't even have one.
Clearly not me, because what is that? What is that accent?
There's someone on the show that apparently has a lot of dildos.
Did you guys do like an AI accent to make it sound like her?
That's right.
That's
her.
not how you're supposed to use AI.
This is Vanessa, I think.
I have so many dildos.
That's her. All right.
I do
Last
not.
one. This is the last
She
one.
does
Also,
not. Guys,
clearly not a violation.
All right, not a
Have as
violation.
many as you want.
Thank you.
That's
If you're
true.
not using them in the station, you can use them when we're not recording.
Okay. This
But-
is the last complaint now.
That's very sex positive.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're very forward thinking.
Yeah.
I like you.
There's a guy here who, every time we're doing a celebrity interview, he just hovers. He has nothing to say or nothing to do with the interview.
Shut up.
He's just right next to the celebrity guest with his hands in a Mr. Burns-like position.
I did it
like
one
he's
time.
saying, excellent.
Okay.
And he's just being creepy.
Yeah.
And licking his lips.
All right, great.
And kind of mad-dogging the celebrity.
So
Just weird.
This was-
Gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, that's enough.
this
Thank
was
you.
earlier this week. We did a red carpet event where we hosted a red carpet.
You don't have to
and-
show her the video. We don't have time, Alan.
All
We
right,
gotta move
I'm going
on.
to send you the video because
Please
it's pretty
do.
great. Where
All right.
I was interviewing Sam
All right.
Ashgari,
All
and then
right.
Klein was just standing next to him like a weirdo.
Allie, hog the mic and didn't
They
share.
made me put on a shock collar.
Okay, all right. Come on. This is the more
Is it because you wanted
They had
to
that thing
smell his
cranked
penis?
up
Yeah, it
all
was-
the way.
That's exactly
I
what.
got
That's what
shocked
he was
like
doing.
10 different times.
All right, we got it.
When they did it, they had it turned up maybe quarter the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe only up to like 15%.
We do put shock collars on each other when we try new foods, and we shock
Okay,
each other.
that I'm gonna say violation.
Okay,
Can you guys
fine.
not do that?
you
Can
go.
you
I
stop?
told you,
Can you
bastards.
stop? Do that?
All
That's
right.
like physically harming your coworkers.
Yeah.
So let's.
This is the last one.
She does have a point.
This is the last. This is the last one.
Who always brings her dildos to work. The last time I saw her, she had 2 dildos, and they were joined by a chain in the middle, and she was out in the hallway pretending they were nunchucks, like it was some sort of martial arts. And I asked her what she was doing, and she said, "I'm practicing the art of shut the up."
Oh my God.
And then she slapped me with one of the dildos.
Oh my God.
Vanessa.
Vanessa,
Okay,
that
well,
happened.
no, this doesn't sound like something I would do.
Leslie, you've been a lot of fun. Thank you for coming in here.
You all need help.
Yeah.
It's not. This is a very hostile environment, but it's hilarious.
All right.
Thank you, Leslie.
We will send as many people as we can to your shows, the Irvine Improv. You're welcome here anytime for some more HR violations.
Yeah.
We'll have no shortage, I'm sure. All right. Pride of Orange County in the KROQ
OC
studios.
for life.
Yes.
Quick break. Back with your news next. Thanks for eavesdropping in on our radio show, you perverts.
Yeah. When you're not being reported by your neighbors, you can check out the podcast or the live show on KROQ or wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right, which apparently is a lot of places. Find Klein Alley's show and listen to this show in its entirety. Plus, if you download and subscribe, we will save a puppy from being executed.
Oh my God, there's puppies being executed?
Oh, there goes another one.
Oh, those are high stakes.